Have you ever heard someone say cutting your hair will make it grow faster? Hairstylist Ashley Valadez says that's one of the most common beliefs that's absolutely wrong. She's here to bust a few myths and misconceptions about hair for us. Nice to have you with us today.
Thanks for having us.
You brought some models as well.
Yes, I did. Yes,
all right, let's talk about that first myth.
The first myth is cutting your hair makes it grow back faster. In general, it does not. Hair grows from the root out, so hopefully you're not going to cut your root off when you're, getting your hair cut, right? So we just say getting a trim every 6 to 8 weeks is just great to keep it healthy. The healthier the hair, the faster it's going to grow in general.
Okay, and what's our second myth?
Our second myth is mending split ends. They say, that you can fix a split end, when really in all actuality you can't. You just have to take care of it and make sure that your hair stays healthy so you don't get those split ends.
So all those products that say will repair your split ends, that's really kind of a myth as well.
Yeah, it does not that it repairs, it just keeps it from processing or, getting more and more worse than what it already has been.
All right, so you can help your damaged hair.
Yes, you can.
And you've got a product right here that does that.
This is Redken Anti-Snap, and it's really great. It helps mend the split ends. It's got a leave-in. It's got protein in it, which is great for your hair, and it's also a heat protectant.
Okay.
And so we always say when you use a product, the products are really great. This is, you should only use like a dime size.
Okay.
So you're going to just take a little bit, emulsify it in your hands so that you have it good and activated there, and then you're just going to put it through your ends. You don't really want to put anything at your roots, just unless you're using a root booster.
Okay.
But everything you want to run through your ends.
And you can do this if your hair is dry.
Yeah, you can do it when it's dry or it's wet. With Bobby's, she has curls, so doing it with dry helps with the frizz and maintaining it from there.
Great, thank you for being with us today. We appreciate it. We've got another model over here. We're going to talk about dry scalp and whether those flakes that you see really are dandruff that's caused by dry scalp.
Right. So there's two different kinds of dry scalp. There's dry scalp what we get in the winter from it being dry in the air, having the heat on. That's the ones that you might see on your shoulders, when you have dark colors. But there's also what we call dandruff, which is excessive oils that build up in funguses. So to keep from getting those, you really need to make sure you're shampooing your hair every other day, at least at a minimum. We recommend using a anti-dandruff shampoo that's got some zinc in it that helps, clarify your roots, making sure nothing grows on it. And then we also have, this is Paul Mitchell's Tea Tree it's a hair and body moisturizer. So just a little bit, like always.
Okay.
And then you can just run this through the whole hair, actually. So you want to put it on your scalp, because that way you're getting on your scalp and you're getting good moisturizing.
How often should you use a product like that?
A product every day like this.
Okay.
For sure.
Good. Well, you look great. Thank you very much. We have one more model over here, and she is going to help us bust the myth that gray hair is caused by stress.
And Miss Becky here has a really big, huge job here at Supercuts with us. And as you can see, she doesn't have very many gray hairs. And if you would think, if you knew what she did every day, you would say she probably would have over 1,000, right? So gray hair is hereditary, and it only happens as you age. So there's nothing you can do to reverse it. You can just cover it up with color. Color is safe and it's great for your hair. You just have to make sure you're getting it used by a professional.
Now, I've heard the myth too that if you pluck out a gray hair, 3 more grow in its place. Is that right?
No, ma'am. No.
Good.
You can only grow 1 hair out of 1 hair shaft.
Okay.
So yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
So if you're trying to disguise gray, besides touching up the roots, will highlights help?
Highlights help with it because it'll help blend it in really well, so that way you're not having to get your roots done every 6 weeks. Especially if you're doing an all solid color, you're going to see those roots start coming up. So if you get highlights, it breaks up your hair and you won't see it as bad.
Okay. Best way to bust all these myths, what should we be doing?
Going to your professional. Go to your hairdresser, say, hey, I heard this, what's going on? What can I do to use, what products can I do? Just anything, just make sure you're going to professionals.
Talk to a pro.
Yeah.
All right, great. Thank you so much for being with us today. Appreciate all our models too. If you want to find the Supercuts nearest you, you can go to supercuts.com.